Sound.
Let's go.
Yeah, we do. Okay. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm John Miglosh for the WDMA. We're going to talk about mail today. I promise. We got a little bit goofed up yesterday. We got caught up in that AI stuff. That AI. Oh, we won't talk about it too much. Anyway, so let's get over it. And this was a real tearjerker for me. A young man is pulling out the old recipe book, and he's going to make meat pie for the family Christmas get-together. And this is the first in a series of Coke what are they calling them? I don't know. We'll have to go over here and find out. But let's watch it first, and then I'll tell you about it, okay? There are no words in it, so it's good for many markets. And I'm not sure how Coke fits in. Okay, then the mother shows up. And there's a lot of preparation time. And he tastes it. Oh, I missed my favorite part, where he's mixing it up and she bumps his arm. So we'll get over to the stories about it. And let's see where we are here. Okay. And if your mom isn't there anymore, you know, she's always stabbing you on the shoulder and fixing you. You'll never forget that. But anyway, so the ad contains no dialogue, so it can be used in various markets. It's part of Coke's first ever Christmas anthology film series. So apparently they're going to do more of these nostalgic kind of looks at Christmas, which was made with Image Entertainment and Amazon. Okay, now I'm all choked up. Oh well. I figure if a Christmas commercial doesn't make me cry or laugh, it's not worthy of the show, right? Okay, so this was an interesting article from the UK Print Week. Direct mail has premium status with the public. And from Dominic Bernard. Direct mail remains a powerful force in the marketing mix, according to new research showing that consumers still retain a strong connection with physical marketing. Right? Physical marketing. There's a lot of ways direct mail gets referred to. Nearly 2/3 of consumers are more likely to open a letter than an email. There you go, right there. You get double the response. Right off the bat, or double the open rate. And there were about 2,000 consumers in the survey, so it's pretty good. Almost 3/4, 71% of the UK public expect companies to send important documents through the post rather than by email. I know, it drives me nuts when I get these secure document notices. You know, I usually think they're spam, and sometimes they are. But if I don't hear from my bank first, I'm not opening that. Those things are really suspicious to me. Click here, put in all your identification ID and stuff, and we'll get you this document. Oh yeah, why don't you just mail it to me? So Tom Maskill, who's sales and marketing director at Webmark UK, says that even in spite of postal strikes and things, the print marketing has a place in the marketing toolbox. Okay. Webmart did 15 million pieces last year. I had clients who do that in a quarter. Excuse me, I'm getting a little cold. So, letterbox marketing, is that what they called it up above? No, physical marketing. Okay. Has grown consistently. It's not about digital versus mail, it's about digital and mail. They complement each other. We know engagement with mail increases after a mass media campaign, and we know that engagement with a brand social media increases following a mailing campaign. So knitting these channels together, they support each other. And knitting them together is key. Okay, then there's Anthony Koo, product head at Quadient, who was the printer that commissioned the study. But it was an interesting point he made here. If somebody receives a letter from their solicitor, attorney, that is, or bank, and is concerned it's about something hugely important, then it turns out to be an attempted cross-sell from a partner. They're likely to be irritated. Right. That's an interesting perspective, right? Because I am irritated when I get something from my bank and it's just a commercial. Funny thing, it doesn't bother me that banks that I have no relationship with send me stuff, because I know it's junk mail and I just throw it in the wastebasket. But my own bank forces me to open it, and I have to read it, and I have to find out that it has nothing to do with my bank account. Okay, Bruce Thompson, managing director at direct mailer Baker Goodchild, said to Print Week, I think the big run transactional style mailings have become vulnerable to digital transformation. And I'm not sure that's true at all, because I still think we can beat cost of acquisition and we can beat return on investment. And of course, it gets less expensive as you go with longer runs. Keith Lawson just wrote me and said, mail does stimulate memory recall and can be very useful with proper use of personal information. Yeah, watch out for that, Keith. Like what? Yeah. Facebook put up a business person, acquaintance of mine, as a person I may want to connect with. Facebook did. And I don't have any way of knowing how they connected them with me, except that I made calls on my Google phone. So I think Google sold that phone number to Facebook. And that's a scary thought. Historically, mail does well in a recession. Okay, this is Thompson. As people in business spend or purchase less in a recession, customers, the onus shifts to all businesses to get better at new business. Okay, initially, many businesses will jump to digital marketing and social media to achieve this. But so do all their competitors. Direct mail gives a direct one-to-one approach to target new business without every competitor being on the desk or going through the letterbox at the same time. Okay, so that was an excellent article. A little bit different perspective. And now Craig Huey. I talked to Cece down at Craig Huey's office yesterday. We had a nice conversation, and Craig isn't on LinkedIn as much as I am. So that's why I haven't heard from him. But hopefully we will, and I'll tag him again today. But I may have to send it to them, email it to them, because they're not on LinkedIn. Marketers are using direct mail in an online world. 3 must-know reasons. Okay? Direct mail is still one of the best ways to market your product or service, even in an online world. The response rates, targeting, and scientific marketing have been dramatically improved in the last few years. I'm not sure that's true. In the last week or two, I've talked with a number of direct marketing experts. And in several cases, they have their own circulation software and tracking software. And all of them are saying that people don't want to know what really works. They want to do what they want to do, and they don't want counter information. They don't want tests that come out badly. So they don't want to test. And it's fascinating. And I think that that's true. And I don't think that's the culture that I started out in. We wanted to know what the answer was. So someone wrote me who's coming to the Jingle Mingle tomorrow. Jingle Mingle, 2 p.m. Chicago time. If you can't find anything, just go over to wdma.org, and in the upper right, there's a little link or a little red button that looks a lot like this. And hit that button, and you'll get the Zoom link right in that page. You don't have to register, but you can. If you want to keep up on these things, the best way is to register over on it's free, but to sign up, get your free ticket, and we'll keep you informed. We don't send out messages unless we have something to say, unless we're having an event or something. Somebody wrote me yesterday and said, "Why are you sending out messages to people not in Wisconsin?" It's funny because I sent a message to Mark Ritson out in, I think he's in Tasmania. And I sent one to Mohammed, my friend in Gambia. And I sent one to Matthew Parker in the UK. So the WDMA, is fast approaching World DMA, since I sent it to like 4 continents and many countries. Because we're the last man standing as far as the real use of direct marketing that I can find. And so you want to keep it informed. You want to read guys like Craig Huey. So anyway, one reason that mail is best is transactional data modeling. And we've been doing that since 1995, and always thought it made sense. But Craig says that they use 100,000 variables. But what happens with that is that the variables make less and less sense as you multiply them. The best number is usually, are they a buyer? Are they a recent buyer? Are they a multi-buyer? And after that, it goes downhill pretty fast. To be flat out honest about it. We only use 500, so it's not NASA style or NSA style. I don't even know if I want to be NSA style. When we were building it, we had a ex-NASA statistician and mathematician, and he said, we did the same thing at NASA. You're just doing it 100 times faster. So I'm a little suspicious about this new transactional data modeling, because even with transaction data, what does it exactly tell you? Blockbuster begged me to work with them and start a direct mail catalog back when Hensiger was still running it. And I said, I just can't see how it could work. Knowing what I know now, I probably could have gotten it to work. We could have matched it to people who were genuine mail order buyers and made it worthwhile. But the truth is, their margins weren't great. Their order processing was too high, and their average order was going to be small. So the fundamentals didn't look good at all. But they said, well, we have all this data. We have 27 million households. We know what they rented in movies. And Keith put up the link to get your ticket, your free ticket. Keith, it's nice to hear from you. I haven't heard from you in quite a while. In fact, I haven't gotten a lot of messages on my little message system. Maybe it wasn't working. I don't know. But anyway, I appreciate it. So anyway, happy to talk to you about that transaction modeling. But it does give some boost, but not beyond RFM. It's a little. It helps you break up the 111s. The people who haven't bought much, only bought once and haven't bought lately. Multi-channel marketing to the same names. So when you use direct mail in an integrated way, you can talk to your prospects. They can receive your mail packages. They can also receive emails showing the direct mail piece in their inbox. And you can upload your mailing list to see your offer in Facebook news feeds or video pre-rolls or Google Ad Network. Excuse me so much, but I'm actually feeling better than yesterday. Okay, so then here's an ad. Here's a mailer that Craig did for independent living. There's Elon Musk. Our customer service team tells me that many investors never receive their copy of this magazine. They're going to miss out on a terrific profit opportunity, and I hate for that to happen to you. I'm not sure if it's lost or stolen, but I do have good news. You can view the entire magazine online for free. Click here to view your magazine now. That's a follow-up for subscribers, and, it may make them pick it up off the table. A lot of my financial newsletters, I just lay there to see if they're still true a week or two later. The same prospects would have also seen this retargeting as a banner ad, reminding them of the powerful offer they read about their direct mail piece and the email series. We can also, when they click that, I don't know if Craig can, but Keith can. He's the one commenting to me. Keith can take this link and know when a recipient of the direct mail piece clicks it and follow up with more information if it's a high ticket item, right? And we don't have to do match back to some Netflix authorized additional offers list or some other repository of home addresses to see who that is. We know right away who that was that clicked it because we can make this a personal URL. I doubt it. I doubt if Craig is doing it, but we can do it. Maybe he is. I hope to hear from him. I asked Cece if he wants to be interviewed, and she said maybe in January. So using the right direct response copy, offer, and format. And I'm working with another company that I helped start a business-to-business catalog years ago, and I talked to him for quite a while yesterday. And we tried to do it again. We tried half-heartedly. And we had a bunch of millennials who were used to designing websites, and every item was in a square, just a perfect square, and had a bland background, and every square was identical in size. That is not the way you want to do. That's not the way you want to do a catalog. Land's End. What I love about Land's End, Dan at Land's End, is any spread has a visual hierarchy, and it has an attention-getting picture, and it has tons of product information, right? And it shows you stuff. It shows you the stuff that needs to be shown, and it shows you happy people, lots of people first, lots of fun, lots of visual hierarchy. This is my favorite catalog. I just got to say. And it's Wisconsin. And Land's End came to our secret meeting last Thursday. So that was probably the best meeting of Wisconsin mailers we've ever had in the WDMA in its history since 1986, unless there were other secret ones that I wasn't invited to, which I doubt. Okay, so Craig has a 3-minute video that's from 5 years ago, but it still has a lot of good ideas. Direct mail breakthrough in an online world, and you can get that in the show notes that are available at wdma.org every day after the show. And as you can see, we're live, which is insane. No one should do live shows. And thank you for watching. Have a great day. Merry Christmas. And share. Keith, share this post, and you can show your friends that you're smart. Your friends will know you're smart. Have a great